Hey, this is Marjory Wildcraft. So the tomato harvest is over and now I've got all the dead plants to clean up. I got a question for you in this Homesteading Basics. What do you do with all the leftover tomato debris? Hey, did you ever hear that story about the mother and daughter? They're at a big, holiday celebration, they're cooking, and the mom takes the ham and cuts the end of the ham off and then puts it in the pan and puts it in the oven. And the daughter says, "Hey, Mom, why'd you cut off the end of the ham there?" And the mom says, "Oh, gosh, I don't know. That's just the way my mom always did it." And the daughter says, "Well, hey, Granny's here. Let me ask her." And they go over there and they talk to Granny, and Granny starts laughing and she says, "Well, I always cut the end of the ham off because I had a much smaller oven and a much smaller pan than your mom has, and it wouldn't fit inside, so I had to cut it off in order to make it fit." And so here was the mom perpetuating something that was, totally inappropriate now because she had a big oven and a big pan. So I've got to ask you, with tomato debris, what do you do? Do you take the tomato debris? It's the end of the season. I have interviewed a lot of older gardeners, and these are people that have been growing food for 20, 30, and even 40 years. And I asked them what they did with their tomato debris, and almost all of them said, "I completely take the stuff out of the garden, even pulling it up by the roots, and take it, somewhere else where I'm composting, and make sure that compost gets really, really hot." And I'm like, wow, okay. Now I'm wondering, is that just something that people do because it's something that everybody has always done? Or, what the valid reasons for it are? The gardeners I interviewed said, yeah, the tomato species is particularly prone to viruses and funguses and diseases, and so you definitely want to remove all that stuff from your garden area so that it doesn't perpetuate it in the soil-borne stuff. But there's a lot of other plant species where we definitely do keep the debris in the garden. You compost it and just put it in place. For example, I'm mulching with grass. I also wonder, here I am in Texas, and really these plants have been sitting out here in 100-degree sun for the last 2 months, basically. I mean, they are completely baked. Would I really need to worry so much about diseases and stuff in this situation where these plants are so absolutely, really dead? And I don't think any viruses are going to live on them. I'd love to know what your opinions are and what your thoughts are. Do you take your tomato debris off-site and compost it, or do you just go ahead and let it stay there and compost inside in your garden? I'd love to know. So please, definitely, let's get the conversation going. Put something in the comments area and let's talk about this. What am I going to do right now? I'm going to play it safe and pull it all out and compost it off to the side. Okay, this is Marjory Wildcraft. I'll catch you on another Homesteading Basics.